Today's going to be the final video of the 2014 garden. Here's what we're looking at here. I probably could have ended this garden series about 4 weeks ago when the garden stopped producing, but just been really busy, and we finally got our first frost, so all these weeds are pretty much dying off. You can see here's the beets. They're all done producing. Carrots are obviously done. I actually have some peppers out here. I didn't do a whole lot with these peppers, but there are some of these on here, and they're getting kind of squishy. Just walk right through here. And then these were the green peppers. Obviously they're done for. And then all my tomatoes, nothing left to be seen on here other than some cages, which brings me to what I'm going to be doing today. I'm pretty much going to be removing all the hardware that I put in out here. I'm going to be taking all these cages out, be taking all these wooden posts out that I used to hold up the tomatoes, and the stuff that I used to mark where all my spots were. And then I'm basically just going to take the weed trimmer and just go through this entire area, at least the front area here, to get rid of everything, and then maybe we'll see what's going on out back. But I'm probably going to leave most of that the way it is because this is the main area that I'm concerned about. Some people would probably just let the garden go, just take out the tomato cages and the posts and leave everything as it is. But what I like to do is just kind of get this all leveled out nice and flat. And then I bring leaves in, which I have a nice collection of. You can see right there behind rocks, this tree hasn't even started yet, and there's going to be a lot of leaves. And then that maple tree that's up by the house there, lots of leaves on the ground. So I'd like to put those out in the garden to kind of use them as compost. And while we're speaking of compost, here's where I get the rest of my compost from. I take all the chicken crap that I collect inside their coop, and I take that out and put it in the garden as well, and that helps for the following year. It's turning into a nice November day out here. The sun's coming out a little bit. It's a little windy, which you might be able to hear on the audio, but I should be able to get this done fairly quickly. Of course, my helper's out here, as always, scaring up any buns that might be in here. There's a tomato plant for you. You can see how easily these come out of here. Just pull them right out of the ground. Add them to the pile for next year. Well, I got all the posts removed from the garden, and I decided what I'd do for this year is put them inside the garden chicken coop. I don't use this for my chickens anymore because I don't like to let them free range for safety purposes. But as you can see, all the posts are down inside there. Should keep them nice and dry for the whole winter so I can use them again next year. And how convenient is that? It's like having your own little garden shed out here. I got some scores out here for the chickens. Got some cucumbers, which aren't looking too bad. It's not even really that soft at all. They're just kind of sitting out here. You can see there's quite a few of them, so I figure I'll give those to the chickens. Look at this. Holy cow. They are all over out here. They're going to be eating like kings. If you're wondering about the rhubarb that I have grown in the center of the garden, it just kind of falls over on itself. I usually just let it go as is. Leaves just kind of go down, and then it starts over again the next year. I spotted a pumpkin out here. Take a look at that. That's the pumpkin that I left. A little late for Halloween, but not too late for Thanksgiving. Take that with me. Check this out, November. Still have some berries out here. You can't beat a November raspberry. Pretty good. More yummy. One thing I kind of let go, and I shouldn't have, was all these beans. These beans I planted last year in 2013, and these grew this year. Yeah, what do you think about that? But they just kind of grew on this fence. I had peas planted here originally, and they all pretty much died off, so I tore them out. But the beans kept going. I didn't do anything with them. I should have at least given them to the chickens, because now they're all just died out. But there is quite a few of them, and that's pretty cool since I didn't even plant them this year. You know, I think I'm going to give these beans to the chickens, because if you look inside here, all the beans are still in there. They're a little discolored. They're usually more white than that. The chickens love eating these, and I figure why not just rip this whole stalk out and give it to them, because they'll gobble these things down. Look at this, there's another woodland animal that's out here to help me. What are you doing? You can get in here. There you go. Right through there. There you go. She's in the garden now. Well, maybe I was wrong about the weather. It looks like these clouds are creeping in. That is a total bummer. I collected all the cucumbers out of the garden. Look at this pile that I got here. Some of these are probably still okay that I could salvage, like some of these darker colored ones, some of the smaller ones. But the other ones are just too far gone. I had 7 plants out here, and they just produced more than we could ever eat, so these ones are going to go to the chickens. Next I'm going to move on to these pepper plants. These just basically are going to get pulled out of the ground just like that. Some of them have peppers on there. I'm probably going to take those off and give them to the chickens, like this one here for example. Holy cow, this one doesn't come out. This one's got a little pepper on it. I'm going to give that to the chickens. They'll down that real quick. Here's a good one. There we got a pepper. Give that to the chickens too. Here's a pepper for you. Check this beast out. That is a nice red pepper right there. That's crazy. Another gift for the chickens. Throw it in the pile. Now these pepper plants, because there's so many peppers on them, I'm just going to pull the plants out and put them right into the chicken yard and they can have a feast. That's the end of the peppers. They're all gone. Now we move over to the beets. And I wanted to show you this one I was checking out a little bit earlier. This might be the record for biggest beet. Let's pull this thing out of there and see how big that is. Here we go. Nice. That is a beet right there. That is going to the chickens again, unless you want it. You want that? Apparently Roxy wants to play their football, so here we go. Ready? There she goes. There you go, ready for delivery to the chickens. Look at this, these guys got to be the luckiest chickens in the world out here. Look at this horde. Cucumbers, peppers, more peppers, more peppers, beets. You guys are hooked up out here. Oh. Are you following me? Oh boy. What do you want? What do you want? Now that that's all cleared out, I guess the last thing on my list is my pitiful little cornfield. I'm going to rip these all out, probably just put them back here. This is kind of where the field kind of starts. I tried growing watermelons and cantaloupes back there with no success, so I'm just going to throw that back there for now and just kind of take care of the front end up here where I tend to grow most of my stuff. Get this corn. Time to put the dog to work. Come on, get that corn out of there. Come on, get it. Pull that out. Come on, get it. Get this corn. Come on, get it. That's a girl. Come on, over here. Get this. Pull that corn out of there. Get it. Good girl. This here. Get that. Good girl. Who is that hiding in there? Is that a mellow cat? I see you. All my hard work's officially been undone. All of my plants that I took so much effort in planting and taking care of are gone. All that's left are these weeds. So my next step is to get the weed trimmer out and kind of mow this all down, make it real nice and flat, and ready for all the leaves that are going to be coming really soon. There you go, got it all done. All the weeds are cut down and we're back to where we started. That was a lot of work. Well, I guess this is the end of the 2014 garden season. It was a pretty decent season for me. I grew a lot of stuff, things that I've never grown before. Some things did pretty well and some things not so well, like the tomatoes this year. But in the end, I had a lot of fun, and I think that comes through if you watch the whole playlist. I basically started this whole season from a packet of seeds, and I've come full circle all the way back to nothing, which is this garden field that I'm sitting in. But in between there was a lot of stuff that I was able to pull out of here, and a lot of things that I didn't pull out that the chickens are eating right now. But it was it's going to be fun to look back on someday, to have this playlist of all these videos and all the things that I was starting for the first time and trying to learn, and someday I'm probably going to be an expert at, to look back and see my beginnings. It's going to be really neat, and you'll be able to see that too if you watch through these videos that are in this playlist. So that'll be it for this year. I'm going to be back again in May of 2015 for the 2015 garden. I'm going to do a lot of the same things I did this year, but I'm going to do a lot of different stuff, change up some strategies to make things better, and I'm really looking forward to it. So thanks for joining along with me on this this interesting series of my exploits in gardening. A lot of failures, some successes in the between, and it just makes me happy to be out here.